Well, the temperature's in the 20s outside, but it didn't stop the crowd from getting to the castle, and we are underway. The Hokies in their black uniform, special for tonight. The Yellow Jackets, meanwhile, and with it is Lamar Washington, the terrific senior point guard from Portland, Oregon. In the starting lineup tonight, Cam Kraft, and he starts us off with a triple at number 23 Louisville on Saturday. There's another triple from Cam Kraft. 6 quick points for the young man who averages 7 per game. They said Hansberry was the last to touch, and so Georgia Tech with it. The Yellow Jackets 11-9 on the year, 2-5 in league play. And how about the sizzling start to Cam Kraft?
It might be, I don't know if Hammond's going to move most improved in the ACC this year, but he is much improved this year in the ACC's actions.
Drive and dish by him out to Hansberry, a much better look. Abdallah back outside Hammond. Pull up from the foul line, smooth stroke. Pick and roll action. Kirouac into the game, brings it back out to Washington. 5 on the timer. Washington, the step back. Around and out. Suddenly there's a seal on that rim to our left. Quickly back the other way. Jaeden Schutt finds the open man in the corner to Chaz Kelly, just into the game for Georgia Tech.
Nice little pass into Dongo underneath, but he shied away from the contact. You got to go into that contact to get yourself to the foul line.
Abdallah still scoreless. Gerdak with the stick back.
And look how much time they have to operate it by rushing that ball down the floor. They still got 7 seconds to shoot.
Abdallah. This time his shot is pure.
Wow, that they're on right now. They're doing it on the defensive end.
Well, he had missed his last 8 3-point shots over the last couple of games before making that one. Feeds the post. The big man, Peyton Marshall, 7-footer, in a little bit of trouble. Finds the cutting Kelly, who puts it up and in.
Wow, I'll tell you what, it was like 14 feet of hard with 2 hands.
Well, he's every bit of 6'9". Strong along the baseline, and Georgia Tech has its offense back in motion. Jaeden Mustaf with his first bucket of the night. Lawal tries from 3, and he's got it. You referenced the fact that he's gone for 30 or more twice this year. He's hit a bit of a lull, relatively speaking. Mike Young saying he and his staff trying to find good spots, good actions for him to get it going again. Mustaf driving on Lawal right through his chest, and he banks it in with a little flex. But they come up empty on that trip. We're still tied at 20.
Yeah, and to make the point that you were talking about there as Washington goes inside, and was that Dongo again chewing the offensive glass for the putback.
Here is Dongo, who just reached 1,000 career points in his 3 years with the Yellow Jackets. Kraft off the curl. First to reach double figures. He's got 11. Thanks so much. We welcome you to ACC Network Basketball presented by T. Rowe Price. With Scott Williams, I'm Doug Sherman here at Castle Coliseum, Virginia Tech and Georgia Tech. And Bedford welcomes the national audience with a huge slam dunk.
After what things that Virginia Tech wants to do is they want to play quickly before.
10 to shoot. Abdallah lobs inside to the big freshman Christian Gerdak, taking up a lot of space, and he lays it in.
And they get another stop on the other end, so a chance for Virginia Tech to regain the lead for the second time here in the first half.
And here's Gerdak again, the young man out of Charlestown, West Virginia. They're going to count that basket. You know, as a former Tar Heel at that size for Lawal, and he could not throw it down. You could hear everybody in the building anticipate that coming because the athleticism of Toby Lawal.
He probably needed 55 to catch that lob pass.
Abdallah, after the air ball, buries that 3 from right out front.
That's his second triple.
It is. He's got 8 points now. He and Gerdak are the high Hokies scorers. Cam Kraft with 11 for Georgia Tech. Ben Hammond end-to-end with the acrobatic finish.
Is there the hair's flopping, he's just attacking the defense and after the contact, and he completes the 3-point play.
So now he's got 8 along with Gerdak and Abdallah. Washington, who picked up his second foul, drives the other way and lays it in. Verdak sets the screen. Hammond into the lane with the runner under control. The sophomore out of Paul VI High School in D.C. now has 10. Hard fall Saturday in the loss to Clemson. And Mo Sela, who also re-aggravated what looked like an ankle injury in that loss to Clemson, he's not playing tonight. This early in the second, that is a huge deal for Mike Young. And Kowacie Reeves is on the board with his first 2 points. Find the right actions, the right placement on the floor that's going to unlock him. And for Neo Scott, it's not just scoring. He does so many other things well, including passing the basketball. Trying it again. Great defensive recovery by Kowacie Reeves. Hammond into traffic, throws it up. And Toby Luau throws it down. If Toby Luau were in any of those 7 games, would he be the best athlete on the floor? He thought about it and said, well, he'd certainly be among the best.
Of them as well as he finishes off this break with a one-hand jam.
Kraft comes up with it. Shot clock at 9. He puts it up. Mustaf active again on the glass. Finally with the stick back. Verdak spins to the basket. Uses his shoulder to create space.
Weight himself. He backed up 3 feet.
Mustaf. So far for the Hokies. Jaeden shoot. He has been short all night long, still scoreless. Hammond will try from the other side and bury it. Hansberry backing his way down the lane. Good help defense by Marshall. Shoot, gives it up. Shot clock an issue now as Hammond puts it up. I tell you what, he is now 3 for 5 from distance. Give him 16 points, but
throwing up a two-handed three-point shot from behind the arc. So you can just see right now the Yellow Jackets just not executing well offensively as Hammond goes to the rack and gets denied.
Washington dumps it off. Ndongo this time able to finish. First bucket for the Yellow Jackets in
this basketball game.
Here he comes to take the basketball. Rises up. He heard Scott Williams.
I don't want to talk bad about him, but he's such a phenomenal player, and I want to see that young man be able to play at his best. So I'm calling him to the mat here to finish this last 10 minutes strong.
Abdallas blocked by Ndongo, and here comes Kowacie Reeves. And the young man who is a twice published author told me recently he's got a 3rd book in mind that would be on philosophy. Mustaf missed the layup. The Hokies get it in close. Dorn, no. On second effort, able to put it in after 7 consecutive misses.
Yes, like they've gotten some buckets inside, but from the outside, they can't buy anything.
And 1 for Jailen Bedford. He's got 11 points and counting.
In the second half. Is that his 4th field goal here in this second half? Just being aggressive and attacking the big shot.
Georgia Tech facing its largest deficit at 13 of the night. Reeves, smooth on the turnaround. Earlier here in the second half, a spectacular block shot by Lawal. He had 5 blocks against Louisville on Saturday, his career high, but none of them topped what we saw here earlier tonight. How about the one-handed catch, gather, and layup by Ndongo? Yeah, rebounding continues to be an issue for Georgia Tech this season. -8 here today. They are 321st in the nation in rebound margin. But still, the Yellow Jackets keep coming. Georgia Tech has it down by 6. Washington off the hesitation, right to the rim.
Oh, and not more than 10 seconds came off of that game clock.
Down 5, where does Georgia Tech go? Lamar Washington into the lane, dumps it off. Ndongo lays it in. Timeout called.
Now I think Georgia Tech, you got to get a 3 here.
Washington takes it right to the bucket, gets the quick 2. Abdallas goes for the steal. Reeves beats the buzzer with the 3, and that is it. You are right. With Duke coming in on Saturday, Virginia Tech couldn't have afforded to drop this one.
They could not, and